What a Catch, Part 67, a Miraculous Ladybug Fanfiction. If you have not heard the previous 66 parts of this story, you can find a link to them in the description box below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and comment down below in support of more fanfiction. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the latest parts of this story. Sweat rolled down Adrien's back as Hawkmoth approached the first test. All routes were the same, despite what he said. He wanted to make the scene look bigger than it was, to intimidate his long-standing mortal enemy. The first challenge was simpler than the rest, an escape room. Unlike the outside appearance, the inside wasn't an inflatable playroom. It was locked and loaded, decorated with steampunk furniture and gothic portraits. It would usually take a group of 10 people 90 minutes to finish it, but Hawkmoth was alone and only had an hour. The odds certainly weren't in his favor, and Adrien knew this trial was dishonest, but that was okay. They were a distraction anyway. Adrien had to focus on the real motive of the day, getting Hawkmoth's Miraculous. According to Master Fu, the brooch he wore was the source of his powers. Adrien sat, perched in the corner, watching Hawkmoth press a letter on the map pinned to the wall, causing a chest to pop open across the room. It usually took a group 15 minutes to get that far. They had only been in here for 6. This wasn't good. Stealing a Miraculous wasn't the only concern now. Hawkmoth, whoever he may be, is smart. It was a stunning realization. All these years, Adrien chalked him up to a fool who made others do his dirty work, but now that he thought about it, Hawkmoth was smart enough to stay out of sight for almost a decade. That's a feat most active criminals can't pull off. And on top of it all, he almost always chose the perfect victims who were motivated to help him. Perhaps he had taken this too lightly. He looked up at the sound of a door opening. Not only had Hawkmoth already returned the gold coins to the screeching monkey toy in return for a key, he also knocked over the potion that hid the second and last key. He cleared the escape room in 12 minutes, without giving Adrien a single opportunity to try and swipe his Miraculous. Adrien knew he messed up. He thought sending Ladybug away was a good idea, but now that he had a better idea of the man he was up against, he was scared. He was scared, and he needed a partner. He needed Ladybug. But it was too late, right? He gave the plane tickets to Chloe to get Marinette out of the country. He was in this alone, as he designed it to be.
So, what is the next pathetic challenge, Cat Noir?
Hawkmoth asked, breaking into his thoughts.
Oh, yes, it's...
Adrien was cut off by the sound of a bike revving and what sounded like bickering. Are you an idiot? Of course you can't ride a motorcycle in a bouncy house, a woman shouted. The floors are solid. I thought it would be fine, said a different voice. With these tight corners? I don't think so. We need to ditch the bike. Hawkmoth raised an eyebrow as Alia and the girl dressed in the Fox Miraculous suit stumbled in, dragging a Harley-Davidson behind them. What were they doing there? Hey there, kitty, the suit-wearing girl said. He recognized the flirtatious tone. She was Lila. Adrien didn't put it together outside, but only she spoke to him like that. The gears started to turn, and something clicked in Adrien's brain. He could use this. he could use her. Lila was used to playing underhand, and if she was on his side, she might be able to create the opening he needed during the next game. But how would he tell her his plans without Hawkmoth overhearing? What could he distract him with? An interview with Alia for the Lady blog! That would work! While Hawkmoth talks to her, he could talk to Lila about the next trial and the opportunities in it to swipe his brooch. Relief swept over him as he realized he wasn't alone. He wasn't a teenager anymore. He had friends he could count on and life experience to support his actions. This event may turn out in his favor after all. Thank you so much for listening. Part 68 will be available shortly. In the meantime, you can check out these other videos for more fanfiction. I'll catch you next time.